Hey everybody, it's Tina Caul here. I am so excited to welcome my new friend, Miss Amber Harvalias, to Exp Realty. Welcome, Miss Amber.
Yay, thank you. I'm super excited to be here.
Oh, well, thank you. I wanted to unpack, your story for some people because the biggest thing I love about this company is everybody has a story and so many people are going to resonate with yours. So I love to inspire people and just share, the fact that you are a mega, mega, mega producer. And you've been in the business for 15 years. Your best year was 112 units. So you remind me a lot of me. You're in that grinding away,
Hmm.
$40 million for yourself personally. And then your team, 210 units, 65 million. You're about 30 minutes from me here in Raleigh. Tell them your market and where they can send referrals first and foremost to you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So we work Chapel Hill to Greensboro, and then up to like Hyco Lake down to Pittsboro. So we cover a wide, lots of land area.
Yeah,
Um, but it's a great area because we are nestled between all of these big cities right off 4085, and we have a tremendous amount of growth coming here right now.
you
So it's a
do.
great place to be.
Massive growth. I keep seeing all your
Hmm.
listings. I'm like, oh, I want to buy them all and invest
Yes.
in your area.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Well, we
Yes.
met on social media. So I love that.
Hmm.
When I saw Amber, I just immediately like her presence was like known on social. And I just like, oh, I like that girl. And I followed you. And then we just started chatting and I was cheering you on, you were cheering me on, and I
Yeah.
loved your energy. Um,
Yeah.
and
You
then
have amazing energy too. And you would always like reach out at like incremental moments. And I'm like, is this girl following me around like on my shoulder watching life right now?
That's right. That's right. Well, I love it. And I love my first impression of you was like, I want to be her friend. And I remember I would
Mhm.
like invite you, like we have, I'm Greek and you have a Greek husband. I'm like, we need to
Yes.
go eat Greek food. And so,
Yeah.
yeah, she's like, are you trying to recruit me? I'm like, no, I just want to be your friend.
Yeah. My high D's like, I'll come when I'm ready.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. So, and then of course I'm out on vacation. I don't know where we were, and I get that text from you. You're like, okay, I'm ready to come to XP. I'm like, what the hell just happened? So,
Yeah.
well, let's
Yeah, because we
unpack
hadn't really talked about it.
we
We've
never
just
talked about it.
been
We never,
friends. Mm-mm.
yeah. So let's unpack that. I want you to tell them your
Yeah.
story of like what were your first impression of EXP was years ago, and then why now? Why EXP now?
Yeah. I think years ago, it was just like the trendy thing to do. And although I'm a trendy person, I like to have meaning and purpose behind following trends. And then I just started to pay attention over time. Like, why are these top producers leaving companies that they've been loyal and committed to for 15, 20 plus years? And my little light bulb started to go off as I continued to get more and more frustrated, as I grew my team and stayed head down in production. I quickly was realizing like there's a reason why they're going there, and it has to do more than just them growing their personal business.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, I did a little bit of research behind the scenes and was doing all the things. And, I knew I would align with you well. I knew my business was at a place. My kids just went back to school full time, both of them for up to like 2:30 to 4:30 every day. And it really gave me, 10 hours back a week for me to slow down and like focus on how do I grow to the next level? Because my business has stayed consistently for the last 2 years. And with a shifting market, I am a warrior and I'm not going to go backwards. So I had to dig my heels in and be like, okay, I have to get around people that are growth minded, that are passionate, that are purposeful, that are learning based, and plug in. Because if not, I am going to go backwards. So that's it's timing. Timing was everything for me.
Yeah, yeah, because you had mentioned like, and I watched all your posts. It's like I'm like, this woman is Superwoman, and you have like that's part of your logo,
Yeah,
isn't it? Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It is.
The
Yes.
A team. It just looks like you're
Yeah,
you're all superheroes.
yeah. We're all superheroes. My husband's business is super fitness. So
Yeah.
it's our brand for the family, I guess. Um, but yeah, I think I try so hard to be 110% at all things.
Hmm.
And when you're high production in your business and you're trying to grow your business to the next level, it's very hard. It can be very lonely. And like I personally needed to surround myself with bigger thinkers and more knowledge and people that have done what I'm trying to do so I could really be a better leader to my team, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Yeah. And I see so much of myself in you because I woke up one day in 2017. I was at KW, which you were at Allen Tate for many years. And then I think in 2014, you moved to
Yep.
KW and you were like, oh, like this is awesome.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Go
it was.
back to
Yeah.
that. What was
Yeah.
that feeling back then? Because it's a great
Yeah.
company, you know?
Yeah. I think I probably had the same like frustrated feeling before I came here where I was trying to grow and just my hands were tied behind me. And then I walk into Keller Williams and it was like adult Disney World of real estate.
Right.
I
Woo.
walked in there, yeah, and everybody, I remember this one agent running up to me, hugging me, and I'm like, oh, like this is amazing. Like people just welcomed you and loved you. And what can I do to help you grow your business? And here's what I've done, and here's what I'm doing. And what are you seeing in the marketplace? And it was just like nonstop collaboration every day,
Yeah.
consistently. And then I don't know what happened with like COVID or just restructuring of businesses. Um, but that seemed to dwindle,
Mm,
but it's something like I always long for. Like I
right.
always want to be getting better. I always want to be coachable. I always want to be learning. I always want to be providing value and knowledge to my team, to my community, to bring value, to the other agents in this area. And it's just one more reason, walking into EXP the past 2 weeks has been like reliving that momentum coming
Mhm.
into Keller Williams in 2014. And it's just peaceful, honestly. It's like, okay, this is where I need to be. And, I'm so grateful that I listened to the little person inside of me saying, just go, you
Right.
know.
Don't be scared. Don't be
Yeah,
scared.
don't be scared, because it is scary.
Yeah.
When you have a very strong, successful, consistent business, making a huge move and just the coordination of it all is overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it's so worth it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you have an amazing team and they were like right behind you. I love that. They were like
Yes.
cheering you on and you
Yeah.
guys came and visited us at the office and I got text messages after like, woohoo, we're so glad we're doing it.
Yeah.
They were
Yes.
excited. And so
Yeah.
what was that feeling for them?
I think it's almost like when like you see your kids, you take them to school and you're like that scared mom dropping them off, and then you pick them up and it's like, why didn't I do this earlier? Like why did because I kept my kids at home till they were 3.
Right.
And when I took Manny, I was like, I remember that day, it was like the heaviest day of my life taking them to school for the first
Right.
time. But then I picked them up and it's like, this was not that bad. And
Right.
it's what they needed, So I
Right.
think I had that same feeling taking my team to see your meeting. They instantly said, we just love being around people that treat it as a business. They're purposeful about what they do and do it consistently. They're passionate about it. We learned so much knowledge in that 1 hour that we were there. And it
Aw.
just like fired them up. And they came back here the next day. And I'm like, we need this. Like, this is what we need. Because you can try to create that in your individual team. But if you're not surrounding yourself with that all the time, it's just like, it's very hard to keep that momentum,
Yes.
as a leader,
Yes.
especially when you're trying to be deep in your production still, but grow your business. It's hard to have all the energy to keep them fired up. So to be able to plug into a company that brings that to us, it really helps me leverage growing the team.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what drives me. Like when I first saw, I was stuck at a certain production level, 72
Yeah.
million. And people are like, oh, boo-hoo, 72 million. That's nice to be stuck at. I'm like, well, but I'm growth minded. It's like it was annoying
Yeah.
to be stuck there.
Yes.
And then like you said, all of a sudden it was like this beautiful treasure chest of knowledge opened up every
Mm-hmm.
week. Like show me a
Yeah.
company where every week the elite of the elite show up and teach one another. It just
Yeah.
doesn't happen. Um,
No.
and so when I get to demonstrate that to people like you, which I know you're our people, you're like, hey, it's
Yeah.
not about KW or EXP. It's about, hey, we have a business opportunity that you can
Yeah.
leverage, but then we can all work together towards the
Yes.
same like North Star. Let's do it together. And it's so fun,
Mm-hmm.
you
It
know?
is fun. And it
Yeah.
makes me, I told the girls, like, I have not been this excited about my real estate business probably since like 2014 when I came to Keller Williams. And it's like, I just turned 40. So here I'm like in this rebirth of life, I feel like, anyways,
Right.
it's just like, it's just part of the big manifested vision of life.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and you said something that, and I don't know if you heard it somewhere, but you said collaboration is the new currency.
Yeah, Elena
And
Cardone posted that today, and I'm like, amen, it is, right? Like it so is.
right,
Even
right.
amongst our team, amongst you, amongst EXP, like that is where the value and the golden lining is, to be
Right.
honest.
Right. Yeah. People follow people. They don't join companies, they join people. And I think that's why I
Mm-hmm.
love this model. And you've expressed like, okay, I'm at 112 units. Like, how many more can Amber possibly sell? You can't sell another 100 homes yourself. I mean, you can, but you're
No.
still yourself. So,
Yeah.
there are so many producers, Amber, just like you. And I talk to them every day and they're like, I'm at my max. I've got this team. I've got so much going on. I just don't know how to get to the next step. And you kind of chuckle and you go, you are like at the top of the perceived mountain for everyone. We want to be like Amber, but yet you're still
Yeah.
growth minded. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
so excited for you to now take your brain and leverage it and
Yeah.
others and help others. So talk a little bit about seeing that vision, because I think people get, oh God, I've heard what's a pyramid scheme? And I'm like, well, every business is a pyramid. This is not a scheme. And literally, and I hate to say it, but KW paved the way for this
Mm-hmm.
amazing model to have that family tree, kind of arrangement.
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So talk a little bit about that opportunity for you, because you got it like, oh yeah, this is great.
Yeah. To me, I'm very like growth and business minded. And anytime I see opportunities, I just know I have to put in the action and the hard work to like make them come to life. And if
Right,
I can make the production side of my business come to life at a big level, I know I can make the growth side of my business come together too. It's just, I have to train my mind to think differently. But in an area where, we're very limited to offices and agents, there's only about 400 agents in our area. There's not that many people for me to learn from here. And
right,
there's nobody that's doing what I want to do,
right,
and I just always believe, and I tell, the value of an agent coming to my team is I'm going to teach you what to do in a very short period of time so you can be a lot more successful than me in a lot shorter period of time. But
right,
how do I do the same thing?
right,
I don't want to sit here and struggle and try to figure out how to grow and expand myself and fail over and over and over, especially in a shifting market. Um, that just doesn't seem smart to me.
right,
So when I plugged into EXP and it really learned everything, it's like, this is what I've been trying to do, but my hands have been tied in some capacity of just the way that Keller Williams was set up. Um, so for me to be able to learn from other people that are already doing what I want to do, and sometimes it's just an agent like you, Tina, coming to me and saying, "This is how I stepped out of production on my team, and this is what's happened."
right,
Because it's scary when you're
right.
the main source of profitability for the
Their
business,
team.
and all
Yeah.
of a sudden, yeah, it's like you can leverage all the things. When you go to leverage yourself, that's the profitability. It's like, okay,
Right.
like this ship could sink real fast if you don't do it right.
Very
So
true.
that's especially in a shifting market. That's what I want to learn, and that's really what my goal is. I had my team say, like, what is an affirmation you would say to yourself and be grateful for today if you were to achieve this a year from now? And
Hmm.
mine was to, like, I'm so grateful I've stepped out of production on my team and we're all succeeding at a higher level, and I'm now able to like focus on helping grow all of you while not being in the business every day, but I can help grow all of you and on the business.
I love that.
And that to me is going to be a game changer for my life, for my business, for the girls on my team. I know it's going to bring them a lot more opportunities. um, but just to be able to detach a little bit from my business, to be able to like focus a little bit more time on my family and not be so frantic about doing the stuff in my business at home, and like being able to plug into them is what my goal is over the next 12 to 18 months.
And the thing is, it's like when I think about it, because again, we're in that same phase of life. You put in
Mm-hmm.
15 years of
Yeah.
the basics and growing, and that tribal knowledge, like nobody can take that away from you. That's why I tell my agents,
No.
like, you'll never get to my knowledge level because I'm just 21 years ahead of you. It doesn't mean I'm better than you, but you got to put in the
No.
work and get there. And then
Mm-hmm.
you're going to be able to pass that down to the next generation of realtor. And now
Yeah.
you can absolutely step out and run an amazing business and take that knowledge and turn it into careers. Like, to me,
Yeah.
like, that is, it's such a gift, instead of you just saying, I'm going to stay in this position selling 100 homes for the next 25 years of my life and then hang up my showing shoes. It's like,
Yeah.
You
So
didn't
that
go
doesn't
there.
interest me.
No,
Right.
me either. Me either.
I get more fuel and more enjoyment out of like watching them set big things
Right?
and like
Yeah.
helping them
Yeah.
do it. Like that's like amazing. It's the
Yeah.
best feeling ever.
I love it. I love it. And maybe, and I don't know your personal background, but for me, it was like, like I came from a family that didn't have a lot. So it's like to get where we are, it's such a blessing. And now you're like, I can gift that and keep regifting that
Absolutely.
abundance mindset because you have that
Yeah.
abundance mindset,
Yeah,
which I
absolutely. I do.
love.
I have to sometimes,
Yeah.
my husband can be that way too, but I'm a little bit more that way. And he's like, you really are doing good. And I'm like, I know, but I can do better.
Do
And
better.
it's
Yeah.
not for my own good. It's like I want to help more people.
Right, right. Yeah. Well, I'm excited because you're going to be able to, there's going to be so many people watching this going, oh my God, I'm her, I'm in her shoes. And,
Hmm.
and what I would say to them is you don't have to be married to your brokerage. This is not about whose brokerage is better. I hate like, that's the one thing I guess I hate about the industry is like, we all are pitted
Hmm.
against each other because to many brokers, we're the asset, right? We're the
Yeah.
reason for the production. We're the asset.
Yeah.
So this is about really making a change, having a purpose. You
Hmm.
and I speak the same language, so that's why I was so excited
Hmm.
when he called me, y'all. I was like, oh my God, this can't be real. I was excited because I feel like we're gonna do big things together. And
I agree.
and everything. I was talking to an agent just before you, and she's thinking about joining our company, and she's like, so if I join, like, you'll give me your playbook and you'll like just pass this on to me. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, R&D, baby, R&D. Like, I'm trying to make your life better. She's like, that is insane. I'm like, no, that's not insane. That's a business partnership. That's a
Well,
business.
we can all win, right? I think
Yes,
where we
yes.
all fail is where we feel like we're competitors and we're not. Like we
Not
all win at a much higher level when we work
right.
together and pour into each other and sharpen each other and all the things. Like, and
Right.
it feels so much better.
Well, and it's like I lost a listing the other day to, one of my competitors and there was, little reason, but I was like, "Oh wait, they're in my downline." Yay. It was actually
Yeah.
such a fun feeling because before I've been like, "Man, like why didn't we get
Hmm.
that one?" But then it was one of our own and I'm like, "Oh, that's kind of fun." Like it's just
Yeah.
and regardless, you're still going to succeed at a high level because you are who you are. And
Hmm.
we're still going to do that. We are who we are, but now we can bring people into the fold and create even more abundance. So I'm so excited that you're with us. Um,
Yes.
and I
I'm
can't wait to
excited to
see
be
a
here.
year from now how
I
many
know.
more people you've
Yeah.
helped.
Yeah. I know. I'm like, I cannot wait to like look into the future and what else going to come of all this, but it's exciting, it just feels good to be excited about this again.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think you're going to change many lives. Your team like the girls love you. So they cheer you on.
Love them
You
too.
are amazing. And
Thank
anything you
you.
need, I'm here for you. But I just wanted to welcome you officially. I wanted people to know who you were, send you referrals.
Yes.
Since you're just a rock star. So thanks for partnering and trusting us to partner together.
Yes.
And yeah, anything you need, we're here for you.
Thank you. We're super blessed to be here.
You're welcome. We'll see you later,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Bye.
Bye.